In the case of Bali, of course, the director, Nimi Rafael, had a clear script in her hand before that. But that's just the battle half won, because translating into a visual language is what takes the most of the time. Particularly, it's cumbersome because as a group we are challenged not to repeat what we just finished in our last plays. You have a script, then you start a point where you want to create a language, and that's a gray area. But luckily for Nimi, she's seen a visual form of Gusti as a kind of primary physical form creating aspects. So even though the script is in our hand, without touching the script, we started training in Gusti. And our Vastad is from Pune. He came here to Adi Shakti, and we create a small akada and train for almost 6 months in learning the fundamentals of Gusti, not to transform the Gusti, but rather getting the notions and understanding of the Gusti. Then only the text started approaching the text through that language in order to create a visual language for the body. So it took 1 year for these two processes to parallelly run that finally allowed the Bali's basic language to evolve. The second stage is to create a performative language, meanings gives to the text by incorporating what you learn as a physical language. That takes another 6 months. So almost 1.5 years work goes into creating these aspects. Any play that you create, it can be only started, actually we say, running after 15 shows. That's where actors started understanding the detail. The director started understanding. You will gauge what audience response is. Then only you will add adequate trial and error and mixing and matching after 15 show. So till 15 show for any play is a feedback time. And you are gauging it what the response of the audience. Unfortunately, India, 15 is a lucky number for a production to go. 30 is a luxury. So most theatre practitioners may not be able to get that one. But ideally, I am saying audience should have the patience to watch a play once or twice in order to understand its growth and trajectory. In our Bali's case, definitely after 10th show, we started getting so much feedback, so much, we started understanding what worked and what not worked. So at the end, what you watch today is definitely a leap and bounce with minor details, not a larger structural change. Adi Shakti's method, there is two ways of looking at a character. Once we have a character, we are not looking at the externality of the character, rather looking at what is this character's core emotion. Once we have figured the core emotion, then we look at the character building as a stimulation technique evolved that we will be applying on the stage for 1 hour. What are the stimulation technique we need to do it in order to create the emotional landscape of the character. That's what take long time. So once it is there, then performer is free. He can think about watching a movie in the evening, because anatomical body will take over. Then each performance, what we need to figure it out, the perfect rhythm of the character in execution. That's a practice. When we put these three things together, we can detach our personal emotion from the character and character's emotion take over. Actually, character's emotion, I'll say that is like Sachin Tendulkar practicing on the net. So you keep practicing square drive, and when it comes like a flow. But before that easy flow, or Saurav Ganguly doing a cover drive, have a lot of anatomical practice. It's not that Sachin Tendulkar have an idea in the head and he can go and hit it. No, you need to create it inside the body, then the flow comes. Actor also does the same thing. So the stimulative practice, you need to practice when it comes to execution as a free-flowing method. So that's why all actors went through the same mode of practicing and preparing for the play. Not like a mental exercise, we look at analysis upon analysis of the character. IPAR is very important because we want to come for that. Nimi came earlier, not to IPAR but connected to some of the people who work with IPAR. And we are hearing each year the growth of IPAR. And IPAR as a concept of community theatre where It's not like a largely funded, but rather people who interested bringing the money and resources and creating a platform. For us, coming to Pune means like coming back to family, because we a lot of people in Pune performance circle is we think as our family or extension of Adishakti. So coming to Pune is always have that feeling. IPAR as a festival have all the possibility to evolve into a major scheduled festival. Look at the last 3 years itinerary of IPAR, then it will talk about it. It's the selection process, so the decision process are very democratic, and from the point of view of people who want to watch varied work, not with an agenda. And that's what make it IPAR a very inclusive festival.